Some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Spartans have been waiting and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes and they'll stop him at the 16. So Notre Dame's offense will be first on the attack. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Gilbert. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. Wants to go up top. Snagged out of the air. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw it. Quick completion on the out route. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. So now it's second and long. Gonna run it. It's Hardy. Strong run. Picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot, and that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David, a lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can get...
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And that touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown, Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Michigan State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And Jesse, if there's an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
That's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy and because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people are really excited, David, because he has seen a lot of ball.
All the ball, all the defenses, has rid the emotion of being really high and really low, and so those experience, those scars, they matter. They trust in him, and everybody on this offense is looking to him.
Let's talk a little bit about Michigan State. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start, try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on 1st down, now here they come again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He fires to the left side. He's got an open man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They had the 1st down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. 2nd down coming up. Looking to fire. The short hands, it's Williams. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the 1st down marker. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Now he's going to break the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. He's stopped short, and it's 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the 1st time. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking for a man. It's Childs. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
That's a great job on the blitz, getting the sack. He's showing you his speed right there. And with that play, he's making some of the great Golden Domer linebackers of old proud. Guys like Manti Te'o, Jalen Smith.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Spartans will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. On the run, it's Tardy. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Really good job by the defense, understanding the quarterback got outside the pocket. Now I got to understand where he's at. Now the middle of the field starts to come towards where he's scrambling. The other side of the field comes to the middle of the field. Great job by the defense, understanding the quarterback was pressed outside the pocket.
A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to run it. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Running back searching for a hole. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another 1st down. They'll give it to him again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And this one is perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Bringing it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. On the run, it's Frazier. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Got a man. It's Marsh. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So first down here as they go back to work. Scanning the field, it's Childs. Almost had the completion, just missed it. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Working on the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Spartans racing to the line in the hurry up.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Spartans kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's Sullivan. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Oh, that's just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Back to pass on second down. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
It's been a nice drive by this offense so far, and now this quarterback is faced with a critical third down in the red zone, trailing by a couple of possessions. If they're able to capitalize here, get this first down, score a touchdown on this drive, this game takes on a completely different feel. So this just feels like a massive moment in this game.
The Spartans trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. He'll pull it on the read. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Spartans! Quick strike through the air for the score. Lining up for the PAT.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Payne. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. They go to the ground. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. That gives him 54 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Pretty good job of running to get two there to the 32. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big four-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. They'll fit right in.
And now on second down for this offense. Quarterback making checks. To the air on second down. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team is he's going to let it go. Catch inside the 25. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Got his man on the right. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing for this offense now moving forward in this game. That last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. Dropping back, it's Childs. Quick strike complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. And the Spartans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Rush is on him. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Lofts one high and deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch right at the 50. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down the 1, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down.
Love starting the year off for some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
Push down for the tackle. And the Spartans want to pick up the tempo. Back to throw, it's Childs. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. He's got it. There was tight coverage, but a perfect throw and catch, and they've got it at the 9, 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Atop of the fedora. A hat trick. And we're not even at halftime yet.
Yeah, and these guys get these in high school and Little League, but my goodness, to do it at the college level, you already got 3, and it's just the first half. I think he's in for a pretty good day.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. And he is brought down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. They go to the wide receiver screen.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first. He'll take a shot. Oh, it makes the grab. Oh, couldn't get the foot down. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. On the run, it's Hardy. Shows him the stiff arm. He now has 84 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. Looking downfield on 1st down. He'll throw it. Finds his big tight end. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wide receiver going in motion. He'll set up to throw. Looking for the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And here's the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. The run to the right. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Keeps it on the bootleg. Makes the grab. It's Collier. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards. The Spartans will send out the punt unit. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The give to the back. He breaks a tackle. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Running to Green. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Now on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Looking for room, it's Hardy. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Power football with the run. There he goes. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him the first down. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll try to get it through the air. He lobs one high down the left side. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Auburn had an impressive showing there on the Plains, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Bo Jackson is impressed with this one. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside give. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
To the air, it's Childs. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Spartans really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. And here comes the punt team. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Catches it at the 30. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
Finds the tight end. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Smith. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The toss to the right. They bring him down behind the line of scrimmage, and now he'll have to go back to work to get over 100 yards again for the day. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they take it in for 6 more points. If he can keep putting together games like this, he might have a shot at Brady Quinn's career touchdown record of 95. All the great quarterbacks the Irish have had, guys like Joe Theismann, John Heward, nobody's even close to that.
Yeah, and that's crazy to think about being in that kind of a company. And Notre Dame's always been a good running team. And when they find quarterbacks that have great quarterback play, then I think they start to take off to that next level. And so far, he's showing that here today.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. From the gun, running back on the move. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Childs. Catch in the middle. It's Smart. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Spartans send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Books it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here come the Irish back on offense. They'll start this drive from the 42. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. They'll give it to the back. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. They'll try to get the first through the air, using the quick game. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. New set of downs after the completion. Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this DB.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type...
Takes it the other way. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Let's talk a bit about Michigan State. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter, and I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off,
breaks into the open. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Sets up the screen. At the 20, he's got space. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Fight that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the grab. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. He'll do it himself. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. Trying play action. Using his feet to buy time. Going to try to get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Looking for room, it's Hardy. Still on his feet at the 45. Speeding down the left side. Inside the 10. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Going to the ground. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. The Spartans in a good spot here with second and short. Off the bootleg and rolling out. It's complete to the right. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Buying some time. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. And the Spartans can really attack on this second and short. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and